I want to see what's so cool about trading that's taking up your time all the time. So that's really what started it. It's like it was something I wanted to pursue, but once I really got into it, I'll be honest, the first time I actually started doing it, he showed me like the basics of it. I got it. And that's one thing I like to tell people. If you actually want to do this, make sure you want to do this. Make sure nobody's not forcing you. And especially don't try to do it because you're trying to make quick money. Because trust me, you will lose before you even gain anything. The problem with me is my timing. I am a New York session girly. I have always been that. But sometimes I may see a move at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I'm like, you know what? I have to take this because it looks too good. And it's like, yo, take the risk to lose the chance. And then, yeah. So basically, I just end up blowing my account, having to buy another one. And guess what happens? During my session, my take profit always hits.
Every trader's journey looks different. Some people come into the markets chasing money. Others come chasing freedom. But the ones that stick around long enough, they learn the real battle isn't the charts. It's patience, it's discipline, and most of all, it's resilience. Today's guest is someone I've been quietly rooting for a long time. I started following Mimi's trading journey a few years back, watching her share her wins, the struggles, and the setbacks all in real time. And what stood out wasn't perfection. It was effort, the willingness to keep showing up. She's a mother, a content creator, and a trader still grinding to figure it all out, just like the rest of us. In the world full of fake gurus and overnight success stories, that kind of honesty matters. So today, we're talking about the real side of trading, the anxiety, the mindset battles, the setback after success, and why authenticity might be the most valuable thing a trader can bring to the game. This is NOFOMO. Let's get into it. What is happening, guys? We are back with another episode of NOFOMO, man. And today we got a special guest on, Miss Mimi. What is happening, Miss Mimi?
Hi, everybody. I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, man, good. Hey, I have been following you for a minute. Your content creation, your day trading, man, and you are somebody that is very inspiring, somebody that is very positive.
Thank you.
And I definitely wanted to have you on, man, to get to know you, as a day trader and who you are. You know what I'm saying? So can you tell me a little bit about yourself outside of day trading? Who is Mimi before the charts and before the content creation?
Well, Mimi is a lot of things. First of all, I take pride in being a mother. I'm a first-time mom. My baby's 4 years old.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Um, Apart from that, I'm like a family person, have always been. Before I started day trading, I was actually a motivational speaker. I took that route for a while. I was doing it, in church, also on, social media and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not gonna lie, I always had problems with my anxiety. And I'm a person, I used to get like so nervous when I was making like videos. So when making videos, I'll do probably like 5, 6 takes and stuff like that until I would
Right.
actually get the right one. Um, I stopped it because I'm a person, if I don't feel it, I'm not gonna do it. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not the type of person to promote fake motivation to like just boost up my, my following or anything like that. If I feel
Right.
it, then I'll do it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
So like what first pulled you into trading and what made you decide that you wanted to build a persistence on social media, a presence on social media?
What pulled me into trading was actually my fiance at the time. He was a day trader, Stretch FX, you may know him. He was always trading and I was always asking myself, what is taking his time? As a woman, sometimes if something takes up your man's time and stuff like that, you'd be like jealous and stuff. So in a way, I was like, you know what? Let me see what he got going on because I want to see what's so cool about trading that's taking up your time all the time. So that's really what started it. It's like it was something I wanted to pursue, but once I really got into it, I'll be honest, the first time I actually started doing it, he showed me like the basics of it. I got it. I ended up putting, I would say about like 25 into a live account around that time. MT4 was very popular. Made like 140. At that time, our daughter was a baby. Hey, money for diapers right there. Then I
Right.
stopped. I was profitable and then I stopped for like probably half a year or something like that because it wasn't really me. But
Okay.
then there was a video that I seen from a popular trader, and he said a lot of things that just made sense, and that's what got me back into trading. And that's one thing I like to tell people. If you actually want to do this, make sure you want to do this. Make sure nobody's not forcing you. And especially don't try to do it because you're trying to make quick money. Because trust
Right.
me, you will lose before you even gain anything. So once that happened, I started getting back into trading myself, started doing more research, and then I just fell in love with trading. And then ever since then, I just been with it. Yeah.
Okay. So if you had to describe your trading journey so far in 3 words, what would it be?
Oh my God. Um, hectic. That's one.
Okay.
Life changing,
Okay.
and that would be another word. I would say the main. I would say key
Mm.
because that's like the main key for me to open every door that I've always wanted to open.
Mm.
So
Okay.
yeah.
So like let's talk about your trading struggles because conversations between me and you have
hmm
discussed how you've been dealing with your trading struggles and what's been the hardest part about learning how to trade consistently?
Consistently learning how to trade, the hardest part for me has always been my timing. You and I talked about that. I am the type of person, like, I would back test, just like last night I did that. I back tested so I could see how do I see like the week is going to go, so I could put my plans into play. But the problem with me is my timing. I am a New York session girly. I have always been that. But sometimes I may see a move at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I'm like, you know what? I have to take this because it looks too good. And it's like, yo, take the risk to lose the chance. And then, yeah. So basically, I just end up blowing my account, having to buy another one. And guess what happens? During my session, my take profit always hits.
Mm.
So I would say honestly, it's just my timing with everything. And
Right.
also, as traders, sometimes we do get anxiety when we see like our numbers are in the red, but then it goes back in the green. And then you tell yourself, dang, I should have moved it to break even so I could save some money and things like that. So those two things are like my main struggle.
Hmm.
But other than that, the process has been, I'm not going to say it's been easy because of course it hasn't. But those two things till this day, I started really, let me be honest, I started really going back into trading 2021. So since that long, that has been like my hardest thing to do.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. So like can you share a moment where you felt completely stuck or even considered quitting trading and what did you learn from that experience?
Yes, it was actually after my first payout. I used the prop from Apex. Everything was going good. I actually posted a video about it too on my YouTube. We're gonna get into that later. Um, Afterwards, I did get my payout because they were having some troubles because Apex back then was giving a lot of problems.
Hmm.
I did get my first payout, but then I started to get that feeling of euphoria, like I was invincible.
Hmm.
And of course, that will be your biggest enemy.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking, wow, okay, I got 2K in my account. This is my first payout. I can actually do this, right?
Hmm.
Thinking that nothing could stop me. Literally, I would probably say 3 days afterwards, blew my account.
Hmm.
I wanted to literally stop trading. I cried. I was upset. I was like, why did I do this to myself? I felt like I blew my future, my daughter's future, and this and that, all on being greedy because I felt as if I was invincible. And that's one thing as traders we end up doing. Everybody ends up doing that. You think, okay, yeah, I can easily do this. Like this is gonna be easy money and stuff like that. A lot of people have to really understand there's a lot of mental that goes into trading that we tend to not really understand sometimes.
Right.
And that's what honestly was my biggest. I've had other um points in my trading journey where I wanted to stop, but that was my main one right there.
Mm. So, how do you handle the pressure of wanting fast results while still knowing trading takes time?
Um, I stay calm. I pray, I fast, I ask for guidance, I talk to my mentor, all those, because you do need that. Because sometimes at the end of the day, we're human. We're not
Hmm.
robots. It's not like, we can just turn our emotions on and off and just go right into trading. So I try to get my mind together before I even do anything. And that's another thing. If I don't feel mentally ready or prepared, I will not trade. I'll look at the market, of course, I'll back test and stuff like that. But will I put money into it? Will I trade my prop firm? No, because I know mentally I'm not okay. So of
Hmm.
course, if I'm not okay, me on the charts is not gonna be okay because I know I'm gonna end up losing. And of course, that's how I've ended up losing a lot of prop firms, a lot of money, because
Hmm.
I knew I wasn't mentally ready, but then I chose to trade and then
Hmm.
it just made my mentality worse, you know?
Mm.
Yeah.
So like, are there trading habits or mistakes that you catch yourself repeating, and what's your plan to break them?
Yes. Like I told you earlier, it was about my times that I trade
Hmm.
and also really pacing myself to actually be patient when it comes to my timing that I trade because every back test that I do, it consists of my trading session, which is New York session. But if I see something like during any session and I'm the type of person to be like, dang, this looks so good. And then I just take it.
Mm.
That is like something I actually need to work on, and I still struggle with it. I'm not even gonna lie, because hey, you never know when your big move is gonna be. I don't know if my big move is gonna be during New York session or Asian session or London session, but it's just that's one of my biggest struggles.
Mm.
And that's how I'm like I just need to pace myself and learn like, okay, Mimi, you have to relax. Just wait. Like,
Right.
yeah,
Control of those impulses, man. That's everything.
exactly. Yes.
So I wanted to jump into discussing social media versus trading because
Hmm.
you were someone that I seen that was very consistent with posting content, and it's very motivational at the same time. Do you feel more pressure from wanting to succeed as a trader or as a content creator, or do they feel like they're one of each other?
Think they're about one of each other, especially if you have a following too, and you have people that look up to you. It's a lot of pressure sometimes.
Hmm.
And I can honestly say for me, and I'm not even gonna lie, I'm a real forward person. There are some times where I wasn't consistent in my content creation because mentally with trading I wasn't there, so I wasn't posting content.
Right.
Also too, everybody has a life. I have my family. I just undergone a major surgery too. So a lot of the things that I used to do, I had to stop because
Hmm.
of course my health and my family is my first priority. And all that and trying to keep up with being a content creator and also being a trader, it gets hard. It is.
Hmm.
And you get people that message you sometimes that says, hey, what's going on? I haven't seen you posting. Or you get people that just let's be honest, that just unfollows you because you're not consistent. And it's not like you're
Hmm.
trying not to be consistent. It's because life is just lifing sometimes, and
Right.
you really don't have no control over it. And
Right.
I'm a person, I've always said this behind any of my videos that I posted, whether it was on Instagram or YouTube. I am a real person. I will not be fake with you. I'm not gonna post on here and post fake content, pretend like I'm okay when I'm not.
Hmm.
Because in this journey, especially the people who started trading or who have been trading, they're looking for people that are real. They're not just looking for people who are posting the cars, posting the money. Sometimes they're looking for people that have a regular 9 to 5 job and that's still trading, and how they're
Indeed.
doing mentally, because they're trying to relate to them.
Right.
So yeah.
People connect with people. And if
Yes,
they see something they can resonate with out of you, then they're definitely going to follow you for that reason. You
of
don't
course.
necessarily have to be winning all the time,
Hmm.
but a person will tune in just to understand, see your struggles, the good, the bad, and the ugly,
Right.
and those are your true core followers, you know. How do you balance sharing your journey online without letting the audience expectations affect your trading decision?
Post afterwards. I
Mm,
would post anything afterwards. I would not post anything during when I'm
mm,
trading. It would be, let's just say, if I catch a move around, let's just say 9:45, you
mm-hmm.
won't see anything that I posted probably till like 12 or 1 o'clock, because
Right.
I noticed, because I use what I used to do, and even my mentor told me this. If you're trading, right, and
Mm-hmm.
you're taking pictures of your charts at the same time, you're feeling it and you're doing this. Boom, somebody texts you on Instagram and says, "I don't see what you're seeing. Oh, that
Mm-hmm.
move is not gonna hit."
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, you felt the move. You felt it. Now somebody else says something different and it just throws you off your path. That's
Mm,
happened to me before. And
right.
guess what ended up happening? What I seen ended up hitting take profit. And it's like I let somebody else's words
Yeah.
literally make me do something else or look
Yeah.
at another pair that I wasn't even supposed to look at. And then all of me trying to be right, or me trying to, be greedy, I ended up losing what I had right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, always post afterwards or answer questions afterwards. But whatever the case you're doing, just make sure it's just afterwards. And
Mm.
whatever, because at the end of like, you're already done. So
Mm-hmm.
whether you lost or won, you're already done. Okay, now you could give me your thoughts on this. Yeah,
And it's you have to be careful to not allow the euphoria to lead you, you know,
exactly. Yes.
because that euphoria can overtake you, and you in the moment, you taking a picture of your trade, you $300 up in profit, taking a picture, posting it, yeah. But then
Yeah,
by the time somebody comments on it, a couple of people see it, it might have came back and hit your break even. And you're like,
exactly. Oh,
that trade
that
didn't even work
that
out,
has happened to me. Uh-huh.
So, so what kind of content do you want to be known for? Trading, education, motivation, entertainment, or something else?
Trading and motivation, because that has always been, those are the two things I can say in my life that have never went wrong. I'm the type of person, I am a multitasker, and I have the type of mindset to be like, hey, I think tomorrow I could go get a CDL and drive trucks. I could be an astronaut. That's my mind. And it's a good and a bad thing, because I like different type of skills under my belt.
Right.
But when it comes to motivational speaking and trading, those are like my two main loves. Like, I don't think I will ever stop that. I know with trading, I have, slightly moved back from the content creation, and I do have a reason for that, but I do plan on going back to it. But those are the two things I want to be known for.
Mm.
Yeah.
So, have you ever felt like social media distracts you from trading focus? If so,
Yeah.
how are you trying to manage that?
Don't be on social media while you're trading. It
Mm.
has happened to me
Mm-hmm.
before, because I would probably be looking at one of the top traders' trades to see what they're doing, or try to be on a Discord too as well. I'm not saying like being on a Discord doesn't help. There's actually good Discords out there for you to join. But it does become a distraction. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when you're trading, it should just be you and the charts. If you want to listen to some
Mm-hmm.
good music to make you focus, hey, do that. But when you're in the zone, let it just be you and the charts. And like my mentor, what he does is he has an alarm, which I'm gonna actually start doing that. From 8 to 12, his
Mm-hmm.
phone is on do not disturb, so nobody can call him.
Mm.
And
Great idea.
that's actually a smart thing to do. Or put your phone away somewhere. Just don't even interact with it. Just
Because you got
you
to
and the
lock
charts.
in. Gotta
Yes,
lock
lock in.
in.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about mindset and growth. What
Mm-hmm.
routines or rituals helped you into the right mindset before a trading session?
Wake up. Try to wake up with a positive mindset. Um, don't talk to. This is just me being honest. If you know that somebody's gonna be negative, if you text or call them, don't call them before you do that, because that
Mm,
energy will rub off on you. Good music, because I listen to lo-fi music when I'm trading because it helps me focus. Prayer, of course. Just your settings around you, just make sure it's very positive. I know sometimes people try to catch a quick trade while they're at work. Just if you're in a noisy setting, just try to be someplace where is cool, calm, and collected, so that your mindset can match your energy, and that energy can go into your trading. Even if you don't win, sometimes you can have all that good stuff going on, but you don't win. But at least you kept a good mindset and you followed everything that you said you was going to do.
okay. So how do you deal with emotional swings how do you deal with emotional swings of trading losses while you're trying to stay positive online?
Ooh, sometimes I can't. Like, it just hits me out of left field. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's hard to keep positive after a loss because dang, it was like
Yeah. Yeah.
it could have been your last. That could have been the mood to change it all, and it just sometimes you can't, I'll be honest. But how I try to is that I tell myself there's other chances to come.
Mm-hmm.
It's a multi-trillion-dollar market. I mean, there's money to be made all
Mm.
the time. And I can always come back next week and just reset and then restart. But just don't quit. I always tell myself like that. You could reset all you want to, but just don't quit.
So have you ever heard of the book The Best Loser Wins?
No, I haven't.
I would definitely check that out. That's a great book. And
Okay.
it's a book about day trading, but it's written by a high stakes day trader that
Okay.
discusses about um learning how to be a good loser. Because
Okay.
if you can become a good loser, then the winning just naturally comes. You know what I'm saying,
Right.
in the day trading space. But if you give day one Mimi one piece of advice about trading, what would it be?
Hmm. Believe in yourself.
Mm,
Know that the best is to come. Don't be so hard on yourself, because I'm the type of person where it's like it's all on me. So
mm-hmm,
if I fail, nothing else will. If I fail, everything else comes crumbling down.
mm.
I put a lot of I put a lot of stress on myself like that. But I would love to tell her that just don't quit, keep it going. Don't listen to others. Even the negative comments that sometimes you get, is don't let it get to you, because that was one of my main struggles, especially when you start to be a content creator with trading. A
Mhm.
lot of people will say a lot of real mean stuff. Around that time, it was very difficult for me. I was going through postpartum depression and everything, so it's like a lot of things are getting to me. For
Right.
example, one guy, I will never forget this. It doesn't bother me now, but it's just like he would say like, "Oh, you can't control your weight. How can you control your trading?" All
Wow.
that. And it's like things like that would get under my skin.
Mhm.
So for the past me, I would tell her to just keep going and keep fighting. Because at the end of the day, sometimes people portray their own losses, their own anger, what they're feeling about themselves towards you. And
Right.
it's not you, it's them.
Projecting.
Right. Yes,
Yep.
projecting.
Yep.
Mhm.
So what are you doing right now to work on your discipline, both as a trader and as a creator?
What I do is that I do practice runs
Okay.
with like demo accounts sometimes, to just make sure like my mind is just there. I know some people don't do demos anymore. I find it very helpful. It has helped me a lot, because when I don't have the funds to, of course, get a prop from or put money into something, I still want to be able to trade and do what I need to do, so that way that information doesn't leave my mind, because what I used to do a lot, and I'm not even joking, is that I would lose and then I would take a long break, which means
Mm,
like 1 or 2 week break. And it's like
right.
I started to notice like that's really not good for you. You got
Mm-hmm.
to keep it going, whether or not you have the capital. You just got to keep it going. Um, Also to be able to take like watch other people's trading journey as well.
Mm-hmm.
As a content creator, I would say for me, I'm starting to get back on that. Um, I just need to focus honestly and just keep pushing like I've always been, and just don't stop. Don't
Uh-huh.
let nobody's opinions matter to me, and just keep moving forward, because when you know something is meant for you, it's meant for you. And when nothing else is working but that one thing, just
Mm-hmm.
keep it going. Yeah.
So I wanted to give you a chance to share your knowledge or lessons with new traders that are going down that same path as you.
hmm
What is one mistake that you would warn every new trader to avoid?
Euphoria. Don't think you're invincible. Don't think you're not going to lose, because you are. I would not sit here and tell you, yeah, you're gonna make like 5K on your first trading, and then you could get out and buy a Lambo in 6 months. It's not gonna happen. I'm just letting
Mm-hmm.
you know right now. If you really want this and you're in it to win it, you have to get prepared for the losses. And sometimes we're not prepared for the losses. Mentally, you have to do your best to be there. I know with life, it's not easy sometimes, but you want this to be your main key in life. Don't lose focus. Keep hope, keep praying. Have a mentor next to you that not only believes in you, but that also pushes you. When you're right, you're right. When you're wrong, you're wrong. Get a mentor that's not only after your money,
Mm-hmm.
but also wants you to grow. There is no reason for anybody in this trading industry to be greedy, because it's a multi-trillion-dollar industry. There's money to be made for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep a positive mindset and just keep it pushing, because you got this. If you really want this, it will be for you.
Mm.
Yeah.
So what is something that you thought was important in trading when you first started, but now you realize it doesn't even matter that much?
That is a good question. Dang. Wait. That's a really good question. I don't know. That's because everything I've been using since the beginning, I still use it now. I mean, well,
Yeah.
I have changed the way that I traded, but other than that, it's like, I don't know. That's a
Mm.
good question. I think everything is important because since I've started, I really don't know like what is or what is not. But I would probably say using a calculator probably. Because I used to be a forex trader, and I'm into futures, and you know what futures, it basically does everything for you. Of course, I still check my money and stuff like that, but I would probably say that's the only thing, because everything I've been taught, everything that I've learned, I still use it to this day.
Mm.
Of course, down the line, maybe it's different for everybody. Like you probably would like change how you trade or whatever the case may be, but I think everything to me has been important. I haven't
Yeah.
changed anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm
For me, it was being able to find a banger every day, find the one to knock it out the park every day, and
You know what?
then it
You're right.
became every
hmm
week, and then it became once I realized that you're gonna have some weeks where it's just not there. You have to understand that sometimes you have to sit on your hands for a
hmm
week or two. And wait
Of
for the
course,
market
yeah.
conditions to show itself better, because before that, I thought, man, I could find a good trade every day. I could find a good trade at least every week, So
Yeah. Trust me,
yeah,
I've had times like that, and it's like you look at somebody else's trades and be like, "How did he find this
right,
move and I couldn't find nothing?" It's the same pair. It's like, yeah, it's not your week, it's his, but not yours.
right, right. So like, how do you decide who to listen to or follow in the trading space with so much time, so much noise online?
Oh yes. By honestly watching their content, watching how they are, reading their aura, their body and stuff like that. Even though I'm not next to them, I'm a person. It's like I can read people whether I'm not with them or not, and just watching how they are and how disciplined they are as well, and to see if they're not flashy.
Hmm.
Because there's a lot of people in the street that are just too flashy, but
Yeah.
they don't really talk about the struggles that they had to go through or anything like that. Yeah.
Right. And do you think new traders should focus on documenting their journey on social media, or should they wait until they're more experienced, and why?
I would say honestly, if they want to, because some people, just don't want to do that. They just want to just trade.
Hmm.
Document your journey on a journal for yourself. But if you want to be able to post content about it, I would say start as soon as you start, because a lot of people behind you wants that. There's a lot of people that tend to start after they make their first hit or after they reach their first million or when they buy their dream car. But there's not a lot of people out there that's starting their journey at the
Hmm.
start. So it's best for you to actually start it at the start because
Mm.
people want the realness.
That's real.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about your perspective looking ahead. What do you see yourself? Where do you see yourself a year from now as a trader and as Mimi the influencer?
As a trader, I honestly see myself in, I'm not gonna say like really up there, but I see myself in a place where I don't have to keep checking my bank all the time. I see myself in a place where I know my mom is gonna be okay. As for my content creation, I see myself being able to help out a lot of people, and that comes from self motivation and trading motivation because I know for a fact that it's meant to go somewhere. So a year from that, a year from now, I definitely see that happening.
Mm.
Yeah.
So if trading didn't work out, do you think you still want to be in finance content creation, or would you pivot to something completely different?
Um, I probably would say if trading did not work out for me, I would honestly keep trying. This is it, honestly. This is end game for me. I don't really see anything else. I mean, of course, there's always, things out there to do, but for me, this is it.
Right.
There's nothing
Right.
else besides this because I know, like I said, this is the key to open all the doors that I really want to open.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. So like what would success look like for you? Is it financial freedom, a strong following, consistency, or something deeper?
I would honestly say all three. All
Mm.
three would be financial freedom, of course. Who doesn't want that? To be in a place where I don't have to worry about anything or my daughter or my family, that would be amazing. To have a great following of people that I'm helping, that's changing their lives and things like that, I would definitely want that. So it's everything. That's
Dig.
my freedom right there. That's yeah, that's it right there. Everything. Hmm.
Man, well, Mimi, I'm definitely going to keep in touch with you. I definitely want to keep up with your journey. How you doing? We can have you back on later, so you can share some
Of
updates and
course.
progress. You know what I mean? So I
Yes.
definitely got to get all your socials to put them down in the
Of
description so
course.
people can connect with you. As a matter of fact, let them know where can they connect with you.
Oh, yes, you can connect with me on Instagram. I am underscore Miss Mimi. I think it has an underscore. I'm sorry. Let me just check. It should. Yeah, I am underscore Miss Mimi. And also it's the same thing for TikTok too. I am underscore Miss Mimi. Those are my two main profiles that I do use. If you have any questions or whatever the case may be, hey, I'm an open book. I don't mind answering them for you.
Nice, nice. Well, hey, wishing you much success on your journey, Miss Mimi. And we got to stay connected, you know?
Of course, of course.
So
Guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of NOFOMO, the podcast, where we discuss keeping it real and adapting to today's ever-changing market. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button so that you don't miss out on the future drops, because we've got plenty more insight coming your way. Until next time, stay focused, stay disciplined, and remember, when it comes to trading, the best mindset to keep is no FOMO. All right?
You're right.